Hello, friends. This is Pierre, and I'm sitting outside the U.S. courthouse in Indianapolis, and I want to let you guys know that I filed a $50 million lawsuit. Yeah, that's right, a $50 million lawsuit against Mila Eldridge, the Marion County Election Board, City of Indianapolis, State of Indiana. And I don't know if this complaint is legally sufficient or how far it will go, but I know it needed to be filed, and I filed it pro se. I'm filing it on my own. But what it concerns is, you know, since 2006, the Marion County Election Board website, the 2006 election result totals have been missing. And I'm saying that since 2006 and every subsequent election after that, my vote totals were falsified. And I believe they were falsified in 2018. And, you know, since 2006, and some of you can go on my YouTube site and look at video 38 and the ones that I've posted recently, 41 through I think 44, they're not that long. You can see where the Marion County Election Board had removed those election result totals, and they had been missing for 10 years. For 10 years. Now, the minute that I filed this complaint, and I started back in May of 2020, the minute I filed this election fraud complaint, funny things start happening with the Marion County Election Board's website with respect to the past election result totals. You can see through my videos that I posted that at one point they weren't there. At one point the site had gone down, and finally within the last week or so they have gone back and they have posted the 2006 election result totals. And you're saying, what does 2006 have to do with 2018 and all of those other ones? Because that's where the election fraud began, and ever since 2006, in every primary election, they have been falsifying, I believe, those election result totals. And I don't think they just did mine. I think they did other folk running against Andre, because I think they want him to look strong. And even back in 2006, many of you know, I don't believe Miss Carson won that last election. And I did an analysis, I did a complaint in 2008, and Beth White never responded to that complaint. The Marion County Election Board, they don't respond to any election fraud complaints, and neither does the state of Indiana. They've got forms for them, and you fill them out, and you never hear anything, because they don't deal with election fraud complaints. They just won't answer them. But the minute that I filed this lawsuit, then they want to get slick and repost the 2006 election result total. So I guess if it's some miraculous way it ever made it to trial, you couldn't see that the result totals aren't there. They're there now, but they even got slick and put them in a spreadsheet form. So once that lawsuit was filed and docketed, or what have you, or once I got my stamp on it back in May of 2020, they shouldn't have touched that site at that point. They shouldn't have touched them. As a matter of fact, they shouldn't be doing anything to that site other than adding new election results in there. And what I filed recently, to let you guys see, I filed this one here. This is a motion to enjoin the defendants from making changes to the Marion County Election Board's website concerning past election results. I'm asking the court to stop her from making changes to that site, and I'm asking her to, and I'm asking the judge to make her put those election results back to where they were in May of 2020, where they were missing. In other words, I'm saying don't change the site now that you're getting sued. Don't change it now. And even if my complaint does not go far or whatever, I need legal assistance. I would love to have a law firm or some legal group come in and help me fight this lawsuit. But even if that doesn't happen, there is enough here that the FBI and the Justice Department should be looking into this. You can't go horsing around with election result totals. They get federal monies to post, to maintain these sites and everything. In my opinion, they get federal monies to maintain election result data and all of this. And you have to be open and transparent about these vote totals. And I just wanted to get my complaint out there before all of this other stuff and the start of the election results start rolling in. But I'll be posting some other videos. I got some other videos already posted. I'm sorry this video is 7 to 8 minutes long, but it's a video that needed to be made. It needed to be posted. You guys need to know about this. They can't horse around. I mean, why did they even remove them? Why did they remove those 2006 election result totals, and why were they missing for 10 years? Because they show election fraud. You don't have to be an actuary to look at those vote totals and know that they've been falsified. And then when you start there, it started with when Doris Ann Sadler was the clerk, and Kel Bradford was the presiding judge of Marion County Superior Courts. And this is what I believe. I'm not saying I got any proof to the same. I'm just saying that's what it looks like to me, because I was there. And this is my opinion. But I know that once I filed this lawsuit, then they want to go back and fix up the site and make sure that the vote totals are there, and you really can't make any sense out of them because they're in spreadsheet form. And now they want to start changing, and anybody who's an accountant or a lawyer or police or whatever, you know that once a lawsuit, or there's an anticipated lawsuit, or maybe even an investigation, you know, you can't go start messing around with the records. You can't go back and start changing things and things of this nature. You can't do it. And this just needed to be public. And the other thing is, if you ran in some of those other primary elections, how can you trust these vote totals? How can you trust your vote totals when they're horsing around with the site and everything and election result totals? How can you trust them? The fact of the matter is, you can't trust them. You can't. And quite frankly, and I'm going to end this video, it was already 5 minutes over than what I wanted to do. It's time for Andre to come on home. Now, I'm not telling y'all to run out and vote for the Republican candidate. It irks me to say that. I say vote Democratic up and down, but when it comes to Andre Carson, it's time to do something different. Not necessarily me, but I'm quite sure there's a lot of new people out there on the scene that I'm sure that y'all would love to see represent the 7th Congressional District. And, you know, Andre, he don't want to answer no questions. We work for him. You know, can't ask no questions because, you know, that's Julia's grandson, and, you know, just leave it alone. But this is outrageous, and this is in broad daylight. So I'm going to end the video here, but and you can play detective yourself. Don't just believe what I'm saying in this video. Go look at the videos that I posted and ask yourself, where are those vote totals at? Why were they even missing in the first place? Why were they even missing in the first place? But now that there's a lawsuit, now they want to go back and fix up the site and make everything look kosher. No, it's too late for that. And quite frankly, that's illegal. And I want to thank y'all for watching this video that was really too long, but it needed to be put out there. Thank you, friends.